Wars always been one of the worst creations of humanity. It changed the people who were a part of it, turning empathy into merciless killing tactics for survival, turning the ones who were once closest companions into enemies. The story The Sniper, by the Irish author named Liam O'Frentis, describes the reality of war. Set during a time of civil conflict, the story focuses on a lone soldier called the Sniper and his experience on the harsh conditions on the front lines. Through the story serious and dark feeling, it has perfectly presents a soldier experience and effectively spreads the message of the realities of wars. Today, we will focus on how the author spreads the message through his stories and the connection between the story and the world that we live in, to give you a better understanding when reading the stories. Like said before, the story was set in the time of conflict. To be more specific, the setting was in 1922 to 1923 during the Irish Civil War, which the author was a part in. The Civil War was between the Irish Free State and the Republican Army, who were once allied fighting against the British for their independence. The reason why the Civil War started is because of the treaty called the Anglo-Irish Treaty. Great Britain will give Irish independence, but still control the northern part of Ireland. The disagreement starts here, where the anti-treaty, who are Northern Ireland, and the pro-treaty, who already think the lands the British propose is already enough. The author Liam O'Frentis fought alongside the Republicans, who were the anti-treaty, but that was not only his experience for war. He has served in both the British Army in the World War I and the Irish independence movement. With this condition, the author has captured the cause of war in his story as he has experienced it himself. Because the author has lived through the battlefields, the story tone is almost matching to the feelings and the surrounding of the conflict in real life. From the very first line, the author puts the reader into the city of Dublin, where the time was between the middle of the night and the dawn of a new day. The ambient is empty, cold, and dark. From every description, from the dim light to the still street, the author builds up a feeling of fear. The author also reveals the heavy burden a soldier carries in combat, the feeling of exhaustion, emptiness that comes along with the conflict. Through this, the author has captured the terrifying life of a person in battle, alone, and the feeling of uncertainty, as no one really knew what would happen next. In the middle of the city, the sniper, who is the main character, stationed on the rooftop of a building, waiting for target to kill. The atmosphere and the surrounding was there to be decoration for the story. Everything, from the darkness, a flash of a gun, or have a deeper meaning to it, becoming a symbol that effectively spreads the message of the story. Now, let's go back to the ambience to uncover the deeper meaning. First is the darkness. The darkness in the story wasn't just set up, it's a reflection of the uncertainty in wars. As in the dark, no one will truly know what will happen to them. No one will know what they're fighting against or with. The sniper hides in the night, but the night also leaves him with dangerous scenarios that could happen in seconds. The opposite of dark is a light. Light in another story represents warmth, hope, happiness, but in the story of the sniper, light symbolizes danger. It exposes yourself to opportunities, exposing yourself to enemy, leading to the end of your life. The rooftop, where the sniper stationed most of the story, is a symbol of safety, but only a temporary one. The rooftop throughout the story gives the sniper a higher ground and a place to take cover or to hide. But the rooftop also cut him off from the outside world, cutting him off from teammates and supplies, and if he stays there for too long, it will eventually expose him to bombs and other enemies in the area. This reminds us that in war, safety doesn't last. Through this symbolism, the story reminds us of how war offers no real comfort and how unpredictable is it? The symbolism shows us how dark wars are, but they also show us what's the theme of the story. What's the central idea of the story is the dehumanization of war. When reading, the characters have no real names, only title like the sniper or enemy. And the author did this for a reason. The author removed the identity to show how war reduced human into nothing more but an object, a tool, or a target for others to use or to kill. Another evidence of the dehumanization is the action of the characters. Every action is quick, precise, and emotionless, almost like a machine. This is caused by war. This forces people into doing immoral stuff for survival on a daily basis, turning them into habit, then, eventually, turning people into machines who only know how to kill. Another central idea of the story is the illusion of victory. When the sniper killed his enemy, he felt no excitement, no celebration, only regret, as he didn't want to be a part of the war. He didn't want to endure the pain he felt right after. He didn't want to kill people. All he wants is to survive. This tells us that no one can ever win a war. They only survive. After looking at many of the central ideas, we can feel the eerie similarities between the story and the real world. The story shows us how war divides people, how wars dehumanize people, how people live in the condition of wars, and how winning in wars isn't really winning. In past and modern warfare, division of family become a normal occurrence. Brothers, fathers, mothers, sisters separate from each other because of lack of manpower or simply the destruction caused by the violence in the battlefield. Friends and allies divide because of different belief, ideology. Dehumanization also become realities. People killing each other for survival. People killing each other with merciless and dirty tactics, only thinking others are just a target to kill. World War One, World War Two, the Vietnam War, the Ukraine-Russian War, the Gaza conflict. They all carry with the same suffering. The only difference is the tool and the tactic used in this war.